tenant hasn't paid rent for 2 weeks.
So
something's weird.
It's
very weird.
I took Alex with me as baby muscle.
I just call it. Yeah. If there's thunder and lightning, we do have to stop the screening.
Particularly challenging call this weekend where I guess emotions were high. They'd all obviously had a fair bit to drink, and Toby was dealing with unfortunate those kind of people. The plan is we're going to swap every single order now for the next 2 weeks over to our new transmitters and see how that affects the amount of people who call us at the weekend with issues. And we'd like to think that if hopefully we get no calls for transmitter issues over the next 2 weekends, we're going to swap all of our orders permanently over to the new transmitters.
This was a lot less exciting than I thought it was going to be, to film.
Should I?
We should ask you.
We did a bar mitzvah in Wembley Stadium, right? Brand new, Wembley. We drove past. You weren't with me, I think.
Don't think so, yeah.
And like you drive around underneath, and like literally you could just walk onto the pitch. Anyway, they were like, "I've got a star cloth backdrop." They went, "Is it flame retardant?" And I went, "Yeah, but I haven't got a certificate." And they said, "Well, we need to test it." And I was like, "What do you mean test it?" It was like, "Oh, we'll cut a piece off of it and we'll set it alight upstairs." And I went, "You are not cutting a piece of my £1,000 star cloth to go and set it on fire in the stadium." And It went for a whole hoo-ha, and in the end they let us use it.
We have already got an event booked in December for a school in Birmingham. Obviously that's already got one DJ, one member of staff. They are looking for a price to add a magic mirror onto it, so I was just wondering what the price for that would be. Is it £9.95? £7.95. And that includes its own member of staff.
Additional, yeah.
Yeah, and the pop box and everything.
Yeah.
So
I'll be the same member of staff.
No,
unless
no.
it's Alex, and then he counts as 10 people. So, you know.
See what I sent back.
Yeah, I've seen the amended version as well. So yeah, you're just happy with everything
I've merged
there.
a couple of bits that you did put in anyway.
Yeah.
And the subject, you can use the subject that you had, no problem.
Okay.
But I think maybe it helped like reminding people that they've got 20 quid off as well. What is going on? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll call her now.
And I'm just going to start going through the rest of them now, but I just don't get it. Why?
Sure. I'm sorry about the refunds I've had to do, but
I just asked about the fuel one.
Hi guys, bit of a busy one this week. The first event, we've got someone's 50th birthday party. They've actually booked with us last year, and it was meant to be last year, but unfortunately they had a death in the family, so we did feel really bad, so we've rebooked it for them for this year. That should be really great. She's absolutely fantastic. She's a really lovely lady. Staying in another hotel. After that, we're then going to be going to the Tate Modern. They're doing a performative art piece, which should be fun. I think it's something to do with animals. Don't quote me on that. They've told me it's going to be some odd dancing. After that, we've then got to rush down from the Tate Modern down Essex Way for a really nice country house near Ongar, sort of near Chelmsford Way. All the events are on the weekdays, which means good old Alex over here, he actually gets a weekend off. But yeah, let's show you how these events are going. Bloody hell, guys, that was horrible. That weather just came out of nowhere. We've unfortunately had to cancel the film early. Just that overhead lightning was just biblical. The client was okay, she helped us out, but the venue owner was absolutely furious that we had to stop. I don't think he quite understood health and safety. I am going to go and get dried off because I am soaking.
Yeah, but the lightning was overhead, so there's not a lot we can do. Yeah, I do understand that, but if there's lightning above, these screens are it's just static, so it will attract lightning, and that is in our terms and conditions. Under no circumstances, if there's thunder and lightning, we do have to stop the screening. And I just think your team communicated with the guests for 10-15 minutes while the lightning passed. We would have carried on the movie, but obviously, you know, people started handing in their headphones and then they started leaving again. So, yeah, I don't understand. What I'll speak to the owner of the venue as well, and let him know the situation, but obviously my team, they have done exactly what they're trained to do, and obviously I fully support them in their decision making on the night, that obviously if there is thunder and lightning and there's lightning strikes above, which there evidently was by the footage I was provided, then we have to stop the screening. It's, you know, equipment can be replaced, my team and your guests cannot be replaced, and that is our main priority, is the health and safety. Okay. Yeah, alright, we'll catch up later in the week and we'll go from there. Alright. Thanks a lot. Alright, bye-bye. How was your cinema event?
Pretty eventful. Loud, lightning, angry.
Let's tell our viewers, yeah, we had a cinema screening. We checked the Met forecast 10 days, 7 days, 5 days before. Forecast a little bit of rain, that's no problem. There was no thunder and lightning forecast. But obviously the team told me on the night that there was a storm. Checked on 3 apps, there's still no thunder and lightning on any of these weather apps. But obviously we had to stop the screening. It's, in our terms, it's probably one of the most important ones, that these screens are static. It's like having a balloon, and when you touch yourself and get that little electric shock, that's what these big screens are, with the material and the nature of them. Okay, so we had to stop it halfway through. I would have probably gone one further and just turned off the generator altogether. I know the team actually left the generator on with the screen before it was inflated. I would have just hit the kill switch. But I think one guest started driving out, as a drive-in cinema, started driving out, handed in their headphone, and then everybody followed thinking it was cancelled about 3/4 through the film. So the customer isn't happy. They were extremely rude and threatening to our team, and they handled it brilliantly well. I would have probably walked away and not communicated with the owner of this venue until he'd calmed down. But we had to make that decision, and as I said, I fully support the team that night. They made the right decision to stop it. So I'll speak to the venue owner, who obviously put the money in. I would be a lot nicer if he wasn't as threatening as what he was. I may have been a bit kinder, so I'll deal with that later in the week. That was the event organiser, who's lovely, has booked us. I think it's her boss, so I feel a little bit sorry for her that she has to deal with that sort of behaviour. But we will get it sorted. Team did the right thing. And actually, in 10 years of doing cinemas, I don't think, and I think you agree, got AP on the camera, I think you'll agree, we've never had one that hasn't been forecast where we have to act like that. Normally thunder and lightning is always forecast, and we will offer to postpone the hire.
Yeah.
Even 3-4 days before, we'll just postpone it. We want them to have the event. But this was completely unprecedented.
Biblical
is the word being used, of this crazy thunder and lightning. But we'll deal with it. He just needs to calm down and hopefully call me back, and then we can come to a resolution. So I need to go down and help in the warehouse, so I'm sure you'll film a little bit in a bit. Okay.
Cool.
Also, the other thing, whenever you add headphones on an LED, it adds that value of headphone rather than it being a set value like we would do an event, right?
Correct. It's on the corporate price. So I think it's £2 a head, £2 a head.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fine.
Oh, I'll explain more in the car.
Okay.
We've got to do a drive-by. So we just got to do a little drive-by to one of our units.
Tenant hasn't paid rent for 2 weeks.
They said they would sort it this morning. However, emails bounce, telephone number doesn't work anymore. I'm on my way down there now.
Okay. But shit, who replied to the email?
The person on the lease. So
something's weird.
It's
very weird.
It's very odd. I'm just going to pop down there and have a quick look anyway. I'll touch base with you after.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Speak to you later.
Okay. All right. Bye bye. It's all very odd. So I went into next door, the tenant, and he was like, people are there every day, and it's like different contractors. I went in there, like, it's full up, it looks great in there. He's like, no, she's working from home. I was like, well, trying to get in contact with her, obviously rent's behind, and telephone, email, everything's like not working. And I was just like, I just need some communication. can you not give me her number? And he was like, I'll call her now and tell her to give you a call and get in contact. I took Alex with me as baby muscle. Lauren went, you're taking Alex? I was like, she was like, it's a teddy bear, not a bodyguard. So that is another week wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as I said, we've got loads of events this weekend. I'm going to show you a bit behind the scenes of my event tomorrow. So we'll leave you with that to close off the video, and we'll see you in another one of these real soon.